Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this new English lesson. This lesson is for the third intermediate, the second semester. The subject is English, full blast 6. The lesson is 2C, good night. It is the first part of the lesson, warm up and read. The lesson was prepared and will be presented by Mrs. Atidal Al-Ghamdi. For today's objectives in this lesson, you can read for specific information. We're going to have an interview and then we're going to have questions. We will answer these questions according to the interview. Afterwards, we are going to talk about dreams. Okay, now as a warm-up, look at the picture. We see this young man is having a good night's sleep. Do you enjoy sleeping? Do you like sleeping at night? Well, most of us do. Yes, very good. Now, how many hours do you sleep every night? Okay, some people sleep 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe less, maybe more. But for a healthy body, you need to sleep about 8 hours, and it should be at night, every day, on a daily basis. Yes, very good. Okay, now look at this. What is this? What is this page? Feeling sleepy. What is this page? Let's read. This week's topic in Health Matters is sleep. We interviewed top expert Dr. Charles Weber. So what is this? Is it a book about a doctor or an interview with a doctor or an article about time? Very good. It is an interview with a doctor. Yes, it's an interview. Okay, so let's start reading this interview. We're going to listen to the audio and listen to the interview, and then we are going to explain the segments.
Feeling sleepy? This week's topic in Health Matters is sleep. We interviewed top expert Dr. Charles Weber. 1.
Sleep is food for the brain. People aren't usually aware of it, but it is necessary for a healthy life. It refreshes the body and the mind. About 1/3 of your life is spent asleep. That means in your lifetime you will sleep for about 25 years.
Okay, so here we say that sleep is very healthy for the brain, that the brain needs sleeping, and that a lot of time in your lifetime is spent through sleeping. So you spend about 1/3 of your life asleep. Listen carefully to the audio.
2.
It depends, but most people don't get enough. You should get used to sleeping the same amount every night. Avoid sleeping less during the week and trying to catch up at the weekend. This will make you feel more tired. 8 hours a night is probably the best for most people. However, according to recent studies, teenagers need at least 9.5 hours of sleep. In fact, some schools are considering starting lessons later to help with this.
Okay.
3.
Lack of sleep is unhealthy, even dangerous. It leads to lack of concentration and harms your memory. Also, teenagers are more likely to develop acne. And remember, a brain hungry for sleep won't stay awake forever. It will fall asleep even when you don't expect it, perhaps when you're behind the wheel.
Now, number 2, they spoke about that the amount or the time that you need to sleep. So it tells you that you need to sleep for about 8 hours. And if you don't have your sleep throughout the week, it's not healthy to sleep through all the weekend. And teenagers, new studies have shown that teenagers need to sleep at least 9.5 hours. Okay? Number 3 is lack of sleep. It's telling you that it is unhealthy for the body, and it even is dangerous and harms your memory. They also can have a very bad complexion. Your skin won't look nice because it would develop acne. And then the brain is hungry for sleep, and it might fool you and let you sleep suddenly without knowing, even when you're driving a car. Okay. Now, listen to number 4 and 5.
4,
All human beings spend about 2,100 days dreaming in their lifetime. Some dreams are scary and some don't make any sense. Until the age of 3, babies only dream about other people, and from that age, they have lots more nightmares than adults until the age of 7 to 8. Even blind people dream. People who are born blind don't see images, but they dream with the senses of sound, smell and touch, as well as with emotion.
5,
Research shows that most people have dreamt about being chased. However, drowning and being trapped are also high on the list. We dream about lots of horrible things. But luckily, within 5 minutes of waking up, half of the dream is forgotten. And within 10 minutes, 90% is gone.
Okay, so number 4, they speak about dreams. They say that you spend about a great time in your lifetime dreaming. Some dreams can become crazy while others don't make sense. But it says that babies do have more nightmares than adults. Okay, and even it tells you that blind people do dream, but they dream with senses of sounds, smells, and touches, and with emotions. Other researchers shows that most people have dream about being chased, drowned, or being trapped are very high. These are what we call nightmares. They think of it a lot and they dream of it, but after 5 minutes from waking up, you get to forget 50%, and within 10 minutes, you forget most of the dream. Okay, now we are going to choose a suitable question for the answer. We have here questions, and here is the answer. We are going to choose a suitable question for each answer. Number 1, sleep is food for the brain. People aren't usually aware of it, but it is necessary for a healthy life. It refreshes the body and the mind. About 1/3 of our life is spent asleep. That means in your lifetime, you will sleep for about 25 years. Now let's see the question that will speak about the importance of sleeping. Okay. Does everybody dream? No, it doesn't speak about dream here. What is the most common nightmare? Not nightmare as well. How important is sleep? Yes, very good. So this is number 1. Okay. Number 2. 8 hours a night is probably the best for most people. Teenagers need at least 9.5 hours of sleep. So here they didn't speak about dream. They didn't speak about nightmares. They spoke about the time you should spend. Okay, so how much sleep should we get? Very good. So number 2 is D. Okay, now let's see number 3. Lack of sleep is unhealthy, even dangerous. It leads to lack of concentration and harms your memory. Also, teenagers are more likely to develop acne. So here they tell you what are the side effects of not sleeping, what might go wrong. So they're not speaking about dreams nor nightmares. They're speaking about what happens if we don't get enough sleep. Very good. What happens if you don't get enough sleep? Excellent. Okay, number 4. All human beings spend about 2,100 days dreaming in their lifetime. Until the age of 3, babies only can dream about other people, and from that age, they have lots of more nightmares than adults. Until the age of 7 and 8, even blind people dream. So here they speak about, does everybody dream, or what is the most common nightmare? Yes, it speaks about everybody dreaming. Yes, they spoke about young children and they spoke about blind people and they spoke about babies and infants. Okay, let's see number 5. Most people have dreamt about being chased, drowned, and being trapped, and lots of other horrible things. Look at this word, horrible. But luckily, within 5 minutes of waking up, half of the dream is forgotten, and within 10 minutes, 90% is gone. So when we speak about horrible dreams, we speak about nightmares. Okay, very good. So number 5. Very good. Excellent. Okay, now We're going to try to guess the meaning of the highlighted word. Okay, so let's start the sentence from the beginning. Avoid sleeping less during the week and try to catch up at the weekend. So when you catch up at the weekend, is it you spend time doing something you should have done or spend time doing something before it's time? Yes, very good. You spend time doing something before it's time. Very good. Okay, number 2. It will fall asleep even when you don't accept it. They're talking about the brain. Perhaps when you're behind the wheel. When we say we're behind the wheel, is it sleeping, riding, or driving? Very good. It's driving a car. Very good. It's an idiom that shows it means that behind the wheel means driving a car. Very good. Now we're going to choose the correct answer. How much time do people usually sleep in a lifetime? Yes, they said it's 1/3 of your lifetime, which means very good, 25 years. Excellent. Very good. Why isn't it a good idea to sleep more at weekends? Because it will make you more tired, because it will make you more hungry, because it will make you more thirsty. Yes, you can eliminate these two answers. Very good, because it will make you more exhausted and tired. Very good. Okay, now, how is lack of sleep bad for us? What can it cause? It can cause lack of iron in blood, lack of sugar in blood, lack of concentration, and harms your memory. Very good. We spoke about lack of concentration and memory to your brains. Yes, very good. Okay. How long does it usually take a person to forget most of his or her dreams? 10 minutes, 11 minutes, or 12 minutes? Yes, very good. 10 minutes, 90% of the dream is gone. Excellent. Okay, very good. So to sum up the lesson, today's lesson, today we spoke about sleeping. So we knew it's necessary for a healthy life. Lack of sleep is unhealthy and it's even dangerous. It can harm your mind. Sleeping for 8 hours a night is the best for most people. Yes, and for teenagers, they need about 9.5 hours a night. Nightmares are forgotten within 10 minutes. 90% of them is vanished. Okay. The reference for today's lesson were Full Blast 6 Students Book, Full Blast 6 Teacher's Guide, Full Blast 6 Audio, Google Clip Arts for pictures. Thank you for attending today's lesson. Hope you have had fun and enjoyed. See you next time.